Hi everyone and welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. As you can see today I'm back with a brand new video on Rocket League, and today I'm completing my final two placement matches in the 2v2 playlist. As you can see I currently have 8 out of 10 matches complete. I believe I'm currently somewhere around Champ 1. So yeah, let's get straight into it and see what rank I end up getting. Yeah, I'm sure you guys that watch me a lot are probably wondering why I am Champ 1. That is the lowest I've been in a while. It's because I decided I would play my placement matches on my PlayStation 5, and I am really not used to that controller at all. Like, my controller I'm playing with at the moment is a really old Xbox controller. Certainly the left bumper is completely busted. Completely, like, gone. And the other one is on the way out, so it took me ages to get used to, I mean, even just the kickoffs. It took me about 2 games to get used to the kickoffs properly, because when I obviously do the kickoffs, I normally use air roll, but the amount of air roll that it takes to do the kickoff is obviously going to vary when your controller's busted and your air roll button doesn't work properly. So it took me a while to get used to that. I'm still not used to aerials at all. And I think as well the actual sensitivity on my stick is different as well. It definitely seems different when I'm playing with it. And I don't know, the whole thing, it just feels so off when I play it. Like, I feel like there's something wrong, but I can't just put my finger on what it is. Don't know if you guys have ever experienced that. If you've tried to like play a game on a different controller, like every other game I play is completely fine. Like it feels no different from playing on an Xbox controller. But Rocket League is just one of them. Like I've spent so much time on this game that it really does. I can feel the difference massively. Okay, he can finish that. Nice. Didn't really have a lot of boost, so that was kind of my only option really. But yeah, so it means that obviously I am very underranked at the moment because of I think of my first 8 games. Well, I mean, I played 6 on the PlayStation. I lost 5 of them and won one, and then the ones I've done today, I lost one and won one. The one I lost, like, it was so annoying. My teammate had barely any score and did barely anything, and was generally some of the worst rotations I've ever seen in my life. And he had the cheek to blame me because I missed the save on the very last bit in overtime. It's like, bro, you've done nothing all game. Like, I've carried you, and you have the cheek to say to me because I missed in the very last bit. It's like, unbelievable, man. Yeah, the second game we absolutely slaughtered and they ended up forfeiting at like 5-0. And obviously there's this one so far. So, yeah, I mean, it's going alright. Hopefully, I'm not sure how high I can realistically get to. I probably shouldn't have gone for that, but, I'm kind of being a bit aggressive. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure how high I can get, like whether I could get to Champ 2 or not. Because obviously if I win both games, I'm not really sure where I end up. I'll probably be Champ 1. Like, unless I lose both, I think I'm definitely going to be Champ 1. It's just where in Champ 1, really. And again, I really do kind of want to get used to playing on the PlayStation controller, just so I can sort of like play on both, really. Because, I can't be bothered to put my PC on literally just to play Rocket League. Oh, that was, couldn't quite turn properly. Again, that's another thing where my, what's it called? Power slide, I think it's called. Did my teammate follow me then? Yeah, he did. But yeah, my power slide is also on my left bumper. That's the reason the left bumper's gone, more so than the right one. Because obviously, you think, oh, how come one's worse than the other one? Is simply because I also use that bumper for my power slide, so I use it a whole lot more when I'm playing this game. But yeah, it's completely busted. At some point, I'll probably just like record a quick video on my phone's camera just to show you guys what I mean when I say it's completely busted, because it is. It's like, it's absolutely dreadful. Nice. But yeah, it's like trying to change over to the other controller. It's clearly different. I do need to check at some point. Are my sensitivity settings actually the same for the stick and that? Because I definitely feel like there's something off with that too, but I just can't quite place my finger on what it is. Okay, that's pretty much this game over. I mean, to be fair, they didn't really have much of a chance. It's kind of a bit unfair because, like, in a way, I am sort of smurfing, but not. Because obviously, I've lost that many games in a row. Like, of my first 8 place matches, I lost 6 of them, and the MMR goes down and up higher on placement matches, like that 15 compared to 9. So it's also the same the other way. So yeah, let's get into the final game and see how we get on with that one. Okay, let's see how this game gets on. See if it's any different. But yeah, you obviously lose a lot more MMR place matches, which again seems very weird to me, considering it's like, especially my account, I've played for so many seasons now. Like the whole idea of post matches just seems so weird. Like, why am I sort of being put down and like stuff like that? It's just, I don't know. It seems really off to me personally. Like, I can understand for new accounts, it's like seeing to see if there's any difference, but it's one of those things where it just doesn't really make any sense to me. I don't really know why they're already starting to be toxic. Like, bro, we're not even 30 seconds into the game. It's fucking crazy. Ooh. Again, another thing is it's also kind of weird as well. Is my PlayStation is connected to a TV that's like what? I'd probably say my monitor like at least 4 times connected to each other. So it's like the difference in playing the game is so weird because obviously, you know, the monitor, it's like, yes, it's smaller, but I can almost see it better. Like it's not as zoomed out almost, if you guys know what I mean. And yeah, honestly, all these differences, it's really surprising how much those differences make when you're trying to play this game. Like, I know maybe if you're lower ranked, you haven't played the game a lot, it might not seem like that much. Like, it's certainly the same with pretty much every other game I played. It's like, I barely noticed the difference. But this game, like, I've played this game so much. And yeah, I'm like fairly good at it. It's just to the point where the slightest difference can just completely screw me. But don't get me wrong, I'm still really good. Like, I can still beat most people. But it's just, yeah, it's like, it's slightly lower almost. Like, my level, I'm playing like crap. I'm not even really paying that much attention, to be honest. Again, with that one, as much as it's like you're blaming me, like, yes, I shouldn't have missed that. At the same time, why are you staying in that corner? You're never going to get a nice, easy hit if you do that. Your best bet in that is to try and rotate back post. Rotate back post, because then even if I miss it like I did, we're still in a better position. Again, like that, I could have controlled it, but I had no boost, so it was just better to leave it and let it go to the corner. That was like, I did actually mean to not hit that, not just completely missed it. Yeah, I'll leave that for them. He'll probably hit it to the side like that. What a shot that was as well. Can't believe I got that. Okay, I'll sort of get back. Again, this guy, he's challenging it from such an awkward angle again. Like, what are we doing? Like, coming from an angle like that is so stupid. That's another thing as well. Playing on PlayStation, obviously, because my ability to do things is not quite as good, as I'm not used to the controller yet, I have to rely a lot more on my game sense, which, when you're relying pretty much solely on that, you can still do alright, but my god, do other people's game sense suck, especially in Champ 1. The main difference between the two, I swear to god, is literally just game sense. Like, the amount of really bad rotations I've seen in Champ 1 is just unparalleled. Like, it's actually disgraceful how bad it is. So if you're Champ 1 and you want to get to Champ 2, learn to rotate and learn better game sense. That's the main difference I see between the two. Like that. What the hell are both of them doing? Both in incredibly bad positions. One of them there, not too bad, right? One of them, maybe you could excuse that. The other one should have been at least the middle there. Never should have both been in the corner. That's just a recipe for disaster. So many goals get scored against people because they use stuff like that. Oh my god, I just completely messed that up. But like, it's actually crazy how bad most people are when it comes to positioning and rotation at this level. Like, that's the main difference between the ranks. It's just basic, positioning and rotation. I'd say from Champ 2 to Champ 3, that's when it does start to get a bit more like technical, you know, your ability to shoot, your ability to make some like proper nasty saves, you know, sort of stuff like that. But yeah, between Champ 1 and Champ 2, 100% it comes down to positioning and rotation. And like what balls you go for. I'll let him follow it up again. Again, like that. I don't really know why he was underneath it. Like, he keeps saying take the shot, even though realistically, like, I'm way ahead of him. But it's just like, I'm not going to take the shot when you are literally underneath the ball. Because if I miss it, especially considering they were right on top of it, if I miss that, they've now got an open net. And it's like, that's like the biggest difference between the ranks. Is something like that. So many people be like, oh, no, you need to go for that. Again, if I'd have had more boost, I probably could have challenged that better. But I was hoping to maybe try and get a shot off of it, or like catch it on top of my car. See, is he gonna follow it, or... Okay, nice. Nice. But again, it's like, when people spam take the shot, like, you don't need to go for the ball every time it's there. Sometimes the smartest decision you can make is just to wait. You know, it's literally just to wait. Now, half the time, if you wait, you can get a much easier touch. You can potentially control it. You can do all sorts of stuff with it, like this. That's so much easier than if I'd have just challenged that straight away. Like, literally, prime example. Can I get a flip reset? Nope. Honestly, I've never really tried to go for that, but I just thought, oh, screw it. I'll go for it. Give it a go. I've not even gone for it in training, to be honest. Again, that was one. Perhaps I shouldn't have gone for that. Because, again, he was all underneath it. But that one, again, I went for that simply because I thought I could get a challenge on it. And where my teammate was, I needed to get that. Because that potentially could have been a shot on target. So, yeah. And that is pretty much game, as long as they don't score. Decent. So, yeah, that's 2 wins in a row. Well, technically it's 3, because the one just before this I also got a win. But yeah, after losing 6 of my first 7 placement matches, I end up finishing Champ 1 Div 2. So I should be able to get back to Champ 2 fairly easily. Like, no real issues with that, I don't think. But yeah, honestly, the main difference, like I said, between the two, positioning and rotation, the easiest thing, honestly, is just get better at that, and you'll find it so much better. You'll find it so much easier to go up. Again, patience as well. Like, my teammate was a perfect example of that. How many touches did I get that were really, really easy? If I'd have gone for it when he was spamming take the shot, it wouldn't have been easy. You know, it's like, lots of people don't like it because maybe it puts a bit more pressure on you, you have to get it, but it's just like, being patient gives you an easier touch, and easier touches are just so much better. So yeah, honestly, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and anything else to see on Rocket League or any other games to see me do on this channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys all in the next one.